Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what is fated to happen right now in your life. We are now coming to a close or an end with the eclipse season, the Scorpio Taurus eclipse season, and with that we're going to be finding out together what is fated to happen in your life right now. Okay, so to do this reading, we're going to be picking 3 piles together. Let's find out what they are. For pile number 1, you have Autumn Winds. For pile number 2, you have Sacred Mountain. And for pile number 3, you have Spring Rain. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the red Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the green grass Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 3, you have the Sodalite, and this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that or these will probably be the pile for you or piles for you here today. Once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. If you like to pick using zodiac signs, your zodiac signs, this next section is specifically for you. But if you do not prefer to pick using your zodiac signs, in that case, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and I will see you in your reading. All right, so guys, these are your, whoa, looks like we already have Aquarius with the second pile. So I'm gonna shuffle these away from the camera so that it does not hurt your ears. All right, we'll keep them closed and I will pick one. So pile number 1, we have the signs Leo, we have Scorpio, we have Capricorn, and we have Taurus. Right, for pile number 2, as mentioned, we have Aquarius, we have the sign Cancer, we have the signs Pisces, and the sign Aries. All right, so for pile number 3, we have Virgo, we have the sign Libra, the sign Sagittarius, and what's missing would be Gemini. We did not get Gemini. There we go. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs for every pile. Please feel free to choose your zodiacs using the rising, the sun, or the moon. It is all up to you. I would highly advise you to choose your rising sign. It is the sign that will resonate with you the most because it deals with your outside world. But as I will always keep saying, how can we not pick using our sun signs, right? You can also use your moon sign, click on your moon sign to find out how you're going to be feeling and how you're going to evolve and grow spiritually and emotionally in the next phase of your life. What's fated to happen as well in the matters of the heart. So these are all up to you. Once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your times, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile intuitively, then you were drawn to the beautiful red Jasper as well as the Autumn Winds card. If you, however, chose your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the zodiac signs for this pile are Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please do not worry about it at all. Know that everything falls on your pile, in your pile for a reason, just like every card and every crystal, and they have a meaning. Your reading drew them energetically, so they do have a meaning in the context of today's reading if we were to analyze them. All right, so these are the oracle cards that we will be using today. First, the Lenormand card that popped up right away is the Desert Fox. And as you know, we're taking a look with the lunar eclipse. And with the eclipse season, Scorpio-Taurus eclipse season ending. Ah, look, we have Taurus and Scorpio. Ending. What is fated to happen in your life right now? So you have first light, beginning a new cycle. Talk about something fated to begin. Right, so let's see what's up here. I do see a lot of synchronicities. I did place an autumn leaf here, and look at that. It's right there. And you have the autumn. So something is happening during, if you're in the northern hemisphere, is happening to you these days. If you're not in the northern hemisphere, getting into spring, a new season is beginning. You've already entered spring. A new season is beginning for you. Wow. So you have the spell card with enchantment. Love this card. And you, whoa, and you have the 6-rayed star with unification. Okay. So it's the balance coming from the unification of the masculine and the feminine energies coming together at the place of the heart, the anahata. Some of you might be, not all of you of course, but some of you, if you're interested in getting into a new connection or having a stronger bond with someone you're already in, that's definitely happening for you. If this is already a person in your life, then you're creating a stronger bond between you and that person. Yeah, definitely. If this is a new person, then it seems that for you, my dear pile number 1, there seems to be a new chapter in relationships as well. That's like part of the reading, not all of it. I do see that in your reading there are several aspects, but let's find out more. I see the rainbow coming after the rain. I see you've grown wings. I see many changes. With the wings, some of you also may be traveling or relocating. All right, so let's see what tarot cards you have. So right off the bat, we have the Devil card, the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, something in the area of your work, because 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, both together, says that something's going to be moving quickly. You're maybe going to get more information. We'll find out. Wait. I always like to wait. The 2 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. I always say Seven of Wands. I like to wait, and then sometimes I can't help it. I start channeling it right away. You have the Two of Cups, but it's still better to wait. Always. And the Ace of Pentacles. I found by experience that it's always, unless the reading is calling otherwise, it's better to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 more cards, so there's lots more to know in your reading. This is a new powerful beginning here. So many things are definitely happening for you. But other than the energy of relationships, because look at the holding hands here in the Two of Cups, as well as the Anahata or the 6-rayed star card, that is pretty potent in your reading. There's definitely an element of a new connection or a new energy happening in the area of relationships, romantic connections in your life. Right, so first things first, let's start in this section here. That's where I'm drawn to begin first. What's fated here is that there is a time of great change. You know how when someone gets a fresh new haircut and it symbolizes a new beginning for them, especially for themselves, and how they represent themselves and how they are being seen. So before we take a look at the work aspect, which is of course very potent, because the Fox card in Lenormand is not just trickery, which we'll talk about, and high intelligence, that makes me think, but it's also a card of work specifically. So we're seeing many aspects of work now, coming to think about it, many changes in your work. But let's take it first bit by bit. So the way you're presenting yourself is going to be significantly different moving forward. You're going to be seen as someone different. That's what's fated here. I don't know if it's because you are making changes in your life and that's why you're being seen in a different light, or whether it's because some major things are happening in your life making you be seen in a different light. Like, for example, let's say your next door neighbor was seen as someone who was, nice, funny, had some friends, just a regular neighbor. And then suddenly you hear that this neighbor started working in the UN, as going between 2 countries, making, taking part of big decisions that you hear about in the world, or this and that and the other, and they start dressing up really smart because of this job, and they start getting really well informed, and they read well because of their jobs, this and the other. And now you're starting to see your neighbor in a totally different light. And that's what I mean by you being seen differently. You're being presented differently here. It looks like because of the many changes coming up ahead right now for you in the areas of relationships and the areas of your work, and who knows what else we're going to be discovering in your reading, that the Significator card shows that what's fated is how you are experiencing life and how you are seen, how you're seen from everyone around you. Whether you care about how people see you or not, this is represented in the energy of your reading. And because it's represented, it will have a significance in your life. Perhaps how you're seen is going to give you opportunities, is going to make things perhaps easier for you. Yeah, things like that. And that's why the energy of how you are seen is definitely a big part of what's fated to happen to you. So major things are changing, how you are experiencing your life, how you are being seen, and what you personally are going to be seeing in your life. Let's explore them. Other than the relationship, of course, here we do see major changes in the area of your work. And when I was looking here, I was like, is this information? I feel you're going to be enlightened with the Two of Wands. You're going to be enlightened with some insider information, or you're going to be digging and finding good information in the area of your work that's going to take you far ahead. You're going to be making swift, intelligent, and cautious decisions that will move you up ahead. Like maybe you work in a certain field and as you're searching for something, all of a sudden what pops up is you find out a certain job looking for someone like you. And although you were like working on a task, you're like, hey, wait a minute. This is definitely what I can do. And this is a great opportunity. Why don't I apply? And you'll see things moving forward in a magical way in this area. Or maybe you have your own business and then you're already working on a product or a service. And then you find this opportunity and you're like, whoa, hey, why don't I do things in a slightly different way? This way, I get to save maybe on my production cost or taxes. I can make use of this legal opportunity to save taxes. Or maybe I can put all of these and make this one company do all of these things for me. Or maybe this country's cheaper. Or, I don't know. All the things that come up in business. I see you, whatever it is, making a very smart business move in your work specifically. If you're not working, you were drawn to this pile for a reason, then in that case only, this may not be your work. It may be in the area of an important objective that you have in your life. And so we see a new cycle. What's fated is, you know how they say new me, new year, new me, or something. I feel that with the spell specifically, especially that it's coming next to the devil, because the devil also, one of the meanings is magic. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad card, so to speak. I feel like it came here to say that your life is changing in a very strong way. It will almost feel like magic. And in yesterday's reading, there was a pile talking about how their lives are going to change in such a strong way. It's almost going to feel magic. I'm not going to say which pile it is because I want you to pick your piles intuitively. But if you were drawn to this pile, look at that here. This is definitely your energy. What are the odds that you would be attracted to the same piles again, right? So your life is changing in a magical way, whether you were drawn to that pile before or not. That's for sure. I'm just referencing this other pile to let you know, as a reader, doing many readings every day, I can tell you that I'm already picking up a certain energy that's being repeated. And that's definitely happening here. This is not by coincidence. This is happening for you. We didn't misread this. This is happening for you. And this is all happening as I see you taking into your hands matters that were very challenging in your work. I see here the energy of, this is so blocked with the 9 of Wands. What can I do? It's causing a lot of rift or a lot of problems in my work. What am I supposed to do? This energy is manipulating my work or my goals. What can I do? What am I supposed to do about this? And I see you taking now matters into your arms, thinking, and specifically having information fall onto your lap as you're searching for things that will absolutely release you from these old problems at work. Not only fixing a problem that you used to have in the area of your work forever, but allowing you to have even more control than you've ever imagined. Look at the hands. Maybe this is happening as you're partnering with someone who has the other part of the equation, or you getting that information, or that person giving you information. Because if this is not a relationship in your life, a romantic one, then this is definitely a partnership that's going to help you out a lot. Both of you are helping each other to see the other part that you're not seeing. And hence, it is a union of success. And this is why how an idea or thought coming from information that came to you quickly, so easily, is going to make you start something. And I can see you putting that seed in one cycle, it blossoming in another cycle, and then expanding in such a exponentially in a third cycle. So take the cycles as maybe quarter, 1 quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter. Maybe you're so lucky it's going to be 1st month, 2nd month, 3rd month. It depends on what the cycles for you to achieve these things, how these cycles resonate in your life. But I see 3 cycles in this new beginning, where you plant the seed, you're so excited about something. In the next cycle, you see it blossoming, it's actually working. And the 3rd cycle, you are expanding exponentially. Okay, so that's what's fated to happen. There are 3 more. Oh, no, more. There are 6 more cards. So there's more things, obviously, that are fated to happen in your life. Let's find out together. So you have the 6 of Wands, so much success. Wow. You have the 6 of Cups. Look at that. 6, 6, 6. 6 is a very significant number for you. 6 could mean something big happening, maybe in 6 weeks, 6 months, the 6th of a certain month. Yeah, look out for the 6s, for sure. And you have the Queen of Wands. Great success, popularity. Ooh, things are going to be big for you, my dear pile number 1. And with the 6 of Cups, you can see that there's a talk about, or energy of time, of how you're going to be watching something rise and getting bigger, which is what I've noticed in your Ace of Pentacles in the first place. But let's take a look at the rest of the cards, because I'm sure this is giving us a more in-depth idea here than the general things that we're noticing right off the bat. You have the, wow, 9 of Cups. You're going to love this new stage of your life. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. 3 queens? Whoa, wow. What's missing? The Queen of Pentacles, which means that you're gonna be growing first in the first part that we've noticed. Remember, the 6 of Cups was showing us this idea of cycles, things growing bit by bit. So in that first part of whatever you're doing, you're gonna start seeing so many changes in your life. You're gonna love it. It's the 9 of Cups. You're gonna feel like, oh my God, I'm living the dream. Some of you might even be traveling to New York, because this Queen of Swords reminds me of New York. Some of you may be traveling to New York. Very specific, but I like to mention the little things I see in the cards here and there. So in all cases, you're going to be doing so many things. The pentacles, or the money, or for things to establish, which is also the Queen of Pentacles. Or also the Queen of Pentacles is living in the realm of your dreams, like the full dream is going to, yeah, that's what it means. It means it's going to happen in cycles. So in the very beginning, you're going to start feeling the excitement, the energy of winning, the success. You are going to, with the Queen of Swords, be in the energy of building and forming the establishment of this new life. You're going to enjoy everything that comes with it with the Queen of Cups. You're going to love everything. But you will know at the back of your mind that your wealth is building up little by little. This may not happen right away, right now, with the very beginning of this new cycle, but it's a cycle. Every time the cycle comes to a close, a better one begins. And that's what this is talking about. The Queen that's missing is showing that it's translating to, see, the circles, the cycles. See? The cycles. Every cycle will be bringing in amazing energy. And so this is really cool, because when we talk about the Wheel of Fortune, we talk about, life coming in, going in cycles. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. That's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a spiral, which means that you're going to go through a full cycle that's amazing. And then once it ends, you're starting another bigger one. And then once it ends, you're starting a third bigger one. And so you're almost, what's fated here is that somehow with all this magic, you took yourself out of the regular cycle of up and down, to a cycle of spiral where you are, when the cycle ends, it starts getting even better. So cool, pile number one, so cool. And so forever, you're going into this amazing cycle where one thing closes and then a much bigger thing happens. And I wouldn't have noticed that without the Queen of Pentacles being missing, which told me right away that you're going to start seeing things forming. Not everything is going to happen at the same time, but you're going to start seeing the foundation of everything, and then in the next cycle things are being built, the third cycle things are expanding, fourth cycle you're living the magic, and so on and so forth. So that's why in your pile you have the idea of new me type of energy, with the winds of change and the new paths, new beginnings. Do you see? Unforeseen forces. There's so much that you cannot even begin to imagine, and you will not be able to foresee coming, because it is so good and much bigger than what you are thinking. This is an awesome pile. If you clicked on pile number one, I truly wish you the best of luck of luck in your life from my heart. I know that there are amazing things happening for you. May you experience the best that life has to offer. This was your reading, my dear pile number one. Expect major things to happen moving forward. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets that helps you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being self-disciplined, truly enjoying it. And if you're interested in checking it out, it is a book that will change your mindset and your behaviors towards productivity forever. And like I said, if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number one, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hey pile number two, welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile intuitively, then your crystal is the green grass Jasper, and your card is the sacred mountain. But if you chose your pile using your zodiac signs, then the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, and Aries. Welcome, guys, to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. Do know that it's there for a reason. It is the energies present in today's reading as we're taking a look at what is fated to happen right now with the eclipse season of Scorpio and Taurus ending. We're taking a look at what is fated to happen in your life right now. Okay, so with Sacred Mountain, you have ancestors, endurance, and resilience. To be honest, I'm intuitively seeing something else that caught my attention, but we're gonna wait. You have taking shelter. The answers are within. Interesting, okay. You also have watching clouds. Look at that. There must be some connection here. Lie back, rest, and relax. This is like also giving me the same impression I felt from this card. All right. You have, how about we put this here actually? And we can keep mountain. You have mountain, the Lenormand card mountain. That's showing us the mountains at the Valley of the Kings in ancient Egypt. And you have the queen the queen of Ilfame, which is the queen of the underworld, magic and beauty. Yeah, I'm really seeing by now totally a potent energy in your reading. How about we do this so that we have more space for your cards? Okay. So let's now take a look at your tarot cards for a full picture of what is fated to happen in your life right now. We've got space for one. Actually, I feel this one. One more card. Okay, so what do you have? Right. You have the Two of Pentacles. I kind of heard choice right off the bat. And look, you have a mirror and a pearl, each one in each hand. I feel like you're going to be making a fated choice. Okay? You have the Five of Wands, and that definitely speaks of the same energy I'm feeling here. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the World card, absolutely. Makes sense. You have the Death card again. Wow, okay. That's definitely I'm seeing something very potent in your reading, especially with the King of the Valleys mountains. I'm just thinking about that because you have like the energy of death and rebirth here very strong in your reading. You have the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, absolutely, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. All right, so look, I was gonna start here, but I've just noticed something very interesting in your reading here. What is ending is something that's been causing you a lot of pain and anxiety in this last phase of your life. Perhaps started with the eclipse season and is now ending with the eclipse season. Over the last 2 years or 3 years, the last period of your life, you've been going through in this pile something very toxic. And it doesn't have to be the last 2 years or 3 years. It could have been for a very long time. You've been trying to take yourself out of something very toxic. And it's been causing you a lot of stress. And that's why I have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, both having to do with the mind. And especially the Ace of Swords, I see you finally clearing from this very difficult situation in your life. It's fated. It's so fated, in fact, that I see the universe conspiring to take you out of this difficult situation. Even the Nine of Swords doesn't want to fit in your reading. It's like it just wants to let you know that it is about this energy that's leaving your life. This toxic energy is leaving your life. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels. It's like everyone is conspiring to take you out of this difficult situation that you're going through. And because it seems like you have to make a certain choice along with that, once you make this choice or follow along with a choice or a promise, it's like you're clicking on a button that's activating all of this power, uniting to take you out of this situation. That's why you have a mirror here with the Queen of Fame. You have a great opportunity waiting for you, but with the mirror, it's saying you must look at yourself first and make that choice. Because if everything conspires for you and you don't make a certain choice, then it's not going to activate. It's not going to start. Once you click on that choice, this chapter is going to finish and get over with, and you'll find the world representing to you exactly what you've wished for. So what is this choice that you have to make? And that's why you have the Lantern here. The answers are within. Wow. It's like the Hermit. this reading is kind of telling me you know what you need to do or to follow up on. Maybe it's not an easy choice, or maybe you've made the choice but you have to follow through, and that's not really easy. And I see here your cards are pointing towards that choice. You've already been illuminated with the answers are within on what is the right thing to do, although it's not easy. And there's a promise here from your guides and your ancestors. Just follow through on that promise and you will see how everything's gonna clear up for you. It's like you just have to follow through on that promise and then lie back and rest, relax, and you will see how everything in your life changes and becomes so easy to take you out of the situation. It's exactly akin to clicking on a button. And that button is you following through what is not easy. Because with the Queen of Ill Fame having to do with the underworld, I see that maybe it's unconsciously not easy, and perhaps it is part of your spiritual journey to follow through on that promise because you're healing something big. And along with that, you're getting a lot of fortune. You're being very fortunate. And it's like nature, especially that you have the Andes Mountains. It's like nature, the power of nature. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels. It's like every power is conspiring to uniting to make this work and fight it for you. But you must follow through on that promise. Keep your promise with the Ace of Swords. And as you keep that promise, what's fated is that you're going to be taken out of this toxic environment or toxic situation or toxic mental suffering perhaps. And you're going to be represented with a new life. That is what's fated. And I see you rising to a new life, experiencing a totally different world. Because with the mountains here from the Valley of the Kings, it is where the ancient Egyptian kings and queens used to be buried, and they would resurrect into another world, the real world, which is what they saw. And there was a lot of preparation for that world. They believed it was the ultimate real and happy world. Also, it reminds me of how why they would bury them in the west, because they believed that they lived in the east side of the bank where the sun would rise, and they would bury their loved ones in the west side of the Nile bank to represent, this is the end or the death of life and the resurrection of a new one. And that's why I'm telling you, the life that you know today, that's why I told you these two are so related. The life that you're living today is ending, completed with the World card. It's what you know today is ending, and you're going to be living a new type of life, a new world, maybe a new country, new place, new experience, new job, new everything. And one thing that's left from this world is you following up on a promise, which energetically will help you transcend as a soul from this lower end energy to a higher end energy. That's definitely what I'm seeing here for you, my dear pile number 2. I won't leave you like that. I will, since this is all what's fated here, is hanging on a choice that you must make. I will pick up your tarot cards and I will ask specifically, what is the easiest way that you're guided to follow through on that promise? Because once you follow through, my dear pile number 2, sit back, lie down and relax, because you are going on a journey of a lifetime, a totally different world than the one you are in. So, oh, this one wants to fall, so let's take it. All right, not this one then. And last card. Let's see what you have. So that energy is exiting your life. And let's take a look at the new energy. So you are being guided to specifically the easiest way possible. Two of Cups. Wow. Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. Three of Wands. The Tower card. Page of Swords. Very interesting guidance. And you have the Six of Swords. Okay. So the easiest way to go through this is not to feel like you're doing something that's bitter and hard, to enjoy it. The guidance here is, as you follow through on your promise, if you are rushing, because we have the Six of Swords, you're gonna feel like you're rushing because you want it to end. You're gonna feel like it's creating a lot of tension, and it's gonna take longer. And the easiest way to get into your power, and with the hands here, make everything malleable in your own hands, so that you are in control of your life and not it being in control of you. You're guided to enjoy this journey. Enjoy what you're doing. Look at the positives of what you're doing and how it's changing you, and take it slow. Take your decisions, or take these actions that you're supposed to take slowly, little by little, a little at a time. Don't rush. Make little changes at a time. Celebrate these little changes. And with that energy, you'll find that things are moving very quickly. They're becoming malleable in your own hands. So slow down. Because with the Three of Wands, if you move quickly, things crumble. That's the trick here. You move slow, mindfully, and with pleasure, things become lenient. You move quickly, and things crumble down. And so although, just like a stuck person in a claustrophobic space, they're rushing to get out. Do you see the hole here? They're telling you, don't rush. Take it easy, take it slow. The most important thing is to do it right. And so when you do things mindfully and slowly, it's kind of like your arms are able to navigate the way out in a way that it understands, in a way where it can grasp control over the situation, making everything malleable in your own hands. And when you take things slow and you tend to find that things are more malleable for you, you will tend to enjoy it more. So don't rush, because rushing makes things come down. So take this next phase of your life very easily, very slow. Don't be frustrated when things don't work out. Realize that you're in that mental phase or emotional state, and go back to enjoying taking it easily and slowly, because you will see, as you do things slowly, your mind will be able to understand it better, and you will be able to navigate and take control of it better. And it's the fastest way you can grow and take yourself out of the situation. You will see that slow makes you in control of the situation and not quickly. And that is your guidance, my dear pile number 2, on how to follow through on that choice or that promise that you made, and do your part so that everything conspires for you. There's this we're gonna make pile number 2 get out of the situation. Everything is conspiring and waiting for you, because you click on that button and take it easy. Rest back and relax, because your whole life, maybe even who you are, is changing dramatically for you, my dear pile number 2. And so before you know it, you'll be sort of like transported into a new world that is clean. You see here, the water is toxic. Here, the water is clean. Here, it is beautiful. The cycle of life is natural. So you're going to a beautiful, clean world where with the Queen of Wands, you feel popular and loved. You're leaving, navigating out, leaving your old world behind. And most importantly, your mental state is now starting to become clear and healed with this new beginning that you're getting into. And my dear pile number 2, that is what is fated to happen in your life next. You're going to be experiencing a whole new, clean, beautiful world that you will absolutely love. It's like being transported into a new world, just like what the ancient Egyptians believed. When they died, they would enter a new, beautiful afterlife. This is exactly what I see, a new world, from the underworld to this world, from this toxic world to this new, beautiful, clean world. You're going to be experiencing a totally different world, my dear pile number 2. And this is exactly what I see as what is fated to happen now in your life. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being self-disciplined. This is the true secret to everything. And I know that this ebook will change your mindset about how you see productivity forever. And it's not a long book that you have to go through. It's every chapter or section is full of aha moments that will change how you see productivity for the rest of your life. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile intuitively, I feel this one, then your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite, as well as the card Spring Rain. And we can see on the card cleansing, renewal, metamorphosis. But if you chose your piles using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the zodiac signs for this pile are Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. So welcome to your reading, guys. These are your oracle cards. Let's see what is fated to happen now in your life. So you have fellow travelers. Ooh, the wings and the traveling. Maybe some of you are actually going to be traveling. Support is all around you. Wow. Love this energy for you. You have answering the call. The time is now. Wow. I think this pile is going to blow my mind. There's so much already, as we can see. You have great adventure. Didn't I say? It looks like some of you here are definitely traveling. Some of you maybe even moving, taking a risk, venture forward. It may not be like for everyone. Sorry, the camera cut off. What I wanted to say is, for most of you, I definitely see traveling and moving. But for some of you, it may not be traveling. It may be you moving from one thing to the other, like moving companies, moving jobs, moving homes. It's some sort of move, and the big one is happening. And the other energy that I'm noticing that is crazy here is that look at you growing and transmuting and transforming in a time where there is rain and thunder, which gives me, even the trees here also are dead as you are in a prosperous life. Do you see that? It gives me the idea of a message being told to you. Don't compare yourself to the surrounding. Maybe you will see in your life that the people around you may be going through difficulties. It seems like to you, you're not going to be going through difficulties. You're actually going into great times. So don't compare and don't let that be a metric for you to think that your times ahead are going to be hard. And it makes me think of an opposite energy for you. If now you're living a great life in a time of difficulty, maybe in the past, you also were going through a difficult times when everyone else was going through easy times. That's just a guess. I might be wrong. But for now, what I'm sure of is that there seems to be an energy of don't compare, don't look at the outside. You're going to be living a beautiful life. Look at that butterfly silently growing its beautiful wings and feeling tranquil and happy and positive about life as it's about to fly off during that weather. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Solitude. Do you see? In silence, peace prevails. And that's what I felt here. In its silence, it found peace amidst all of this weather. And again, the dying trees outside. It gives me a feeling of maybe things on the outside, maybe in your family, in your community, may not, in your economy or something, may not be all that prosperous, but look at your trees, you're doing good. So solitude and silence gives me an idea of enjoy that life quietly during that time. Be mindful and quiet, but enjoy that prosperity. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Wow, Book of Shadows. Again, it gives me this idea of something being fated. I know it's the Book of Shadows, but intuitively, I'm reading it as a fated chapter in your life. Okay, major things are definitely up ahead for you. Wow, that scared me a little bit. All right, so you have the sacred cow. Okay, a lot of blessings coming up ahead. The sacred cow for the ancient Egyptians was a symbol of fertility and prosperity. So a lot of prosperity ahead. All right, so 6 of Wands right off the bat. Wow, okay. You have the Hierophant. I just channeled something here because I've been on Instagram seeing this cute lizard, I believe, a pet owner, and they have the sweetest connections together. How they treat each other in such a loving way, and how the lizard just loves their human friend. It tears my heart every time I take a look at them interacting together. So I have something for you here. Look at this figure in the Hierophant getting some natural medicine. So if you have a pet that you love and they love you, who's not doing well at the moment, do know that there is success in this area. You're going to be helping to heal them. Just a side note, just wanted to let you know. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups. It's fated for you to heal them. Knight of Cups, you have, see, the Empress, you're healing. And it might not be a pet, it might be your children. Maybe your child is going through something difficult at the moment, and if you're wondering, are they going to heal? That's a message here letting you know that, in fact, yes, you're going to be helping to heal them. So that's really lovely news for you guys. Okay, you have the 4 of Wands. And 2 cards meant to come out together. So they are the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. And we do see something related to your work here, or your hobby, or something that you really enjoy doing so much. Yeah, definitely a hobby. It could be a work for some of you, but I'm seeing more the energy of something that you love doing. I see that you will be embarking on doing something that you love and enjoy. And it maybe some of you are lucky. What you love is going to become your work. Let's find out together. So what are we seeing overall? Overall, there is a cleanse of energy with the spring rain. In this next chapter of your life, there are many things happening. I see traveling. I see cleanse of the old difficult times and opportunities being opening its doors for you into a prosperous new life. In this next chapter of your life, I see with the Six of Wands, you are going to feel very successful. And as a result of your success, there is wealth and prosperity coming in. I see you healing yourself and healing those around you that mean so much to you. Your pet could be a bird, could be a lizard, could be a cat or a dog or anything really. It could be your children. It could be healing yourself. It could be healing yourself, and both. I see something that you once journaled or imagined. It depends, because I see a lot of writing. Some of you do strike me like you journal a lot, but not necessarily. I mean, if you journal or not, something that you have dreamt about so much, very similar to the energy of journaling and writing things down. You know, spell. Where did I see spell here for you? Did I speak? Oh no, it wasn't in your pile. Yes, it was another pile. If you were drawn to the other pile, oh my God, how cool is that? I see with the spelling or writing is a spell, right? So you may have written down a wish, and now is the time where this wish is fated to come true for you. You've imagined it for so long. I can't help but think that some of you have written it down. Something you've written down in your mind or in actual paper. It could be a vision board, a vision board that you've created. You've planted the seeds for it by envisioning it or writing it down. Both are potent energies, by the way. Envisioning something over and over, visualization, even through studies, have shown it to make things come for you. And there's a scientific reasoning behind it. So whether you've envisioned it or you've written it down, this is a new chapter where this wish is ignited. The time is now. Just like the reading says, what is about to happen, what is fated to happen in your life now. And although we see so many things for you, but a major wish is starting in your life right now, my dear pile number 3. So many things are happening, and I see you growing your wings. And actually, although the weather isn't that nice, you're finding peace, you're finding solitude, you're finding peace within the solitude, and there's so much excitement ahead with great adventure. Whether this is traveling, look at that, fellow travelers. I can't help but tell you that most of you are traveling. If this is not traveling for you, which I highly doubt it, I do understand that it's a general reading. This is talking about you getting into a new adventure, one that is going to be so exciting for you. But you're going on this adventure, it seems, alone or with a dear companion. Like alone could be you and your family, but just you, or so, I don't know why, but yeah, there's this something just happening for you, and you're being asked to be silent, like don't talk about it. This is between you and the universe. And there is what's fated here is you beginning something that you're so passionate about, but it's going to help you create something important in your life. Maybe it's going to, through this hobby that you're fated to begin, it's going to help heal your mind, maybe with the Knight of Swords. It might help heal another area of your life that you're not aware of. You know how you do one thing because you're enjoying it, and you realize that it's giving you benefits in other areas of your life. That's the energy that I see. That's why your hobby or this enjoying thing here is very present as what's fated in this next chapter of your life. right now. It's exactly like someone who decided to exercise, right? And as they go through this exercising, which to them was like, hey, I've just started this new habit of exercising in the morning. 6 months later, perhaps something that was in their leg that used to be an ailment that they would not think would be fixed through exercising just gets fixed. And they're like, whoa, can you believe this? The doctors are saying your legs are getting better, or your health is getting better, or this or that is getting better. And you're like mind blown how this area of your life, you weren't expecting it to like have an advantage on another, is happening. So that's what I'm seeing here. You're getting into a hobby, something that you're so passionate about, that you will love so much, which will end up helping you in a very integral part of your life. I just got an example. Like, for example, you joining a new class, yoga class, or you joining yoga is a hobby, why not? You getting into an art class, or you learning a new language class or something that will end up in another area of your life where you might meet your significant other, right? Or meet a best friend. What's an example of that as well? That's why it's in your fated reading. You finally doing a hobby that you love, and you're so into it, and everyone around you is like, whoa, what you create is so beautiful. We love it. Can we have it? Can we buy it from you? And without you knowing, all of a sudden, that hobby that you're just simply enjoying it and clearing your mind with becomes this huge successful business. I don't know. But what's fated here, something that will absolutely shock you in a good way, is that you will be starting something passionate that you will love, that will help answer a call in another area of your life that you were not expecting at all. My dear pile number 3. And I see your reading is so jam-packed with so many things, and I see you like, I don't know why your reading is talking about your surrounding. I don't know. I see you surpassing others, and I hate to say that. But at the same time, I have to have the integrity to let you know about this. Maybe in your life it's translating into something that you know is good, and it's not sounding as bad as I'm seeing it as a reader. At the end of the day, I'm not the one receiving this message, it's you. And so, as you are receiving it, you will see why your spirit guides are talking about this. Could it be, perhaps, that these were people that hurt you in your life, or like tried to take you down, and you are, despite all of their efforts, moving forward? Perhaps this is why you're getting the message. It's not in my place ever to judge. The message is you are moving forward, and it seems like your environment maybe isn't as moving as fast as you are. Perhaps you're meant to know so that you don't feel guilty about it. I don't know. My job is to deliver what I see for you, and you will know how to handle it in the right way. Okay, so with the Hierophant here, I see you healing from something. Not just healing others, which is very strong, but also you are healing from something. You could be healing mentally, which we saw here, and physically. What is fated is a new milestone with the 4 of Wands in the area of your work, in the area of your health. Oh my God, I just noticed. Look at that. The pumpkin, the Halloween pumpkin. And look at your pumpkin. Some great improvements in regard to your health, physically and mentally, are happening to you if you're watching this now, at the end of this month. If you're watching this later, at the end of your month, because this is October, it's Halloween towards the end of the month, and what are the odds, right? So in terms of timing, you're supposed to know about it. It is right now. There's great healing in terms of your physical health and your mental health. Maybe you are, look at that mountain climbing. Maybe you're exercising. Maybe you're eating the right food. You're taking the right supplements. You are healing and you're helping heal others around you. That is so clear in your reading. So that's fated to happen for you too. I love these things for you, my dear pile number 3. It is going to be so good. And look at that. The white peacocks are rare. And even within the lucky, you're going to be the luckiest, is the energy I am seeing in your reading. My dear pile number 3, stay silent. This is beautiful energy. Keep it within you. It's between you and the universe. You are going to have great times ahead. So this was your reading, my dear pile number 3. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I love this reading for you. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but it will help change your mind forever on how you see productivity. It will help you become a productive person right away. And not only that, it will show you and open up your mind to how you can be self-disciplined in a way that you enjoy it. You know, doing it from the light and not the shadow. It's truly a life-changing and mind-changing book, and if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. Thank you so much for everything, for your support, for tuning in. I am wishing you from my heart a great life ahead. May you always be blessed. I forgot to tell you, I'm sorry. There's an audiobook as well to this handbook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, prayers of a wonderful life ahead. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.